What's a sequel is better than the original? Age of Empires 2. I'll beat you back to Age of Empires. Me when I am in a bar fight and the guy starts shouting as his clothes turn from blue to red. Willolo. The Dark Knight, 2008. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Career advice from the Joker. The Empire Strikes Back. As much as I love A New Hope, I've got to agree. Young me left the cinema in a state of shock, but looking back I can see the brilliance. Yeah, I hated it as a 9 years old because my favorite character lost his hand and my second favorite was a popsicle. Now I'm 51 and even my choice of favorite character has changed. Portal 2. As much as I enjoyed the original, Portal 2 plus its co-op mode, puzzles was amazing. Loved playing through it with my brother. It feels like Portal 1 is still needed before 2 to not miss out on some things, though. Which isn't a problem either, since it's only a couple hours long. Oh no, absolutely not saying Portal 1 is bad. I've played it through multiple times and would recommend it to anyone who asked. I just rate Portal 2 better, especially if you have a co-op partner to play it with. The single-player campaign is still good though. Terminator 2. Aliens. Alien is definitely better than Aliens. One is a horror movie, the other is an action movie. Star Trek 2. The Wrath of Khan. I think this one belongs at the top of the list because it wasn't just a really good sequel, it actually redefined Star Trek's entire aesthetic for the next couple of decades and also brought the franchise back from the dead. Star Trek. The motion picture is probably the one Star Trek movie that most resembles the series it's based on, being less about space battles and more about peaceful exploration, discovery, and thoughtful ideas. However, I feel like they were so proud of their special effects that they couldn't bear to edit down any of their effect scenes, making for a very, very boring and slow-paced movie. Do you see all the work we put into making this amazing, detailed model of the Enterprise? I know your jaws are dropping right now, taking in all that gorgeous detail. Don't worry, we'll make sure you're able to get a good look at it before we move on to this psychedelic space phenomenon. Woo-ah, it looks so crazy, doesn't it? It's just mesmerizing. We'll let you just sit back and take it in for a while. Meanwhile, moviegoers, nothing is happening. Assassin's Creed 2. It is a good life we lead, brother. The best. May it never change. And may it never change us. Singing intensifies. Stay your blade from the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the brotherhood. We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. Titanfall 2. True, but I preferred Titanfall 1 maps. Borderlands 2. I'm Torg and I'm here to ask you one question and one question only. Explosions? That sentence had too many syllables. Apologize. Rescuers Down Under. The scene with Johanna stealing the eggs from the lunchbox will always make me laugh. Those are not Johanna's eggs. Gets me every freaking time. My wife. My wife is also way better than the prequel. I don't know what my writer was thinking putting me in that situation. Captain America. The Winter Soldier. I do love Tommy Lee Jones in the first one. Son, if you have something to say to me, now's a perfectly good time to keep it to yourself. You haven't cracked our code, have you? That would be awkward. Shrek 2, even though 1 and 2 are really great. The invasion with I Need a Hero playing is one of the best scenes in any movie straight up. There's a video on YouTube explaining why that scene was so genius, and it all comes down to the music. I watched it, and agreed with every single point made. Edit. Here's the link, I found it. As a child of the 80s I heard that song so much in movie climaxes. Hearing it in Shrek 2 was such a thrill. It's arguably the best use of it ever. Road Warrior. I had watched Road Warrior like a dozen times before seeing the first Mad Max. Boy, what a different experience. I love them both, but they're wildly different movies. Toe Cutter is a genuinely terrifying villain. Fun fact that gets reposted a lot, the same actor that played Toe Cutter played Immortan Joe in Fury Road. Spider-Man 2, Raimi. The power of the sun in the palm of my hand, God I love Doc OC. Red Dead Redemption 2. Gameplay experience definitely, although I think RDR1 still has a massive amount of merit for its time. Certainly, to be a 12-year-old game, it holds up fairly well and it certainly was a masterful game when it came out. The fact that RDR2 managed to be even better is a testament to just how great the overarching story is and how immersive both of those games are. Thor, Ragnarok. This is top-tier Marvel IMHO. Thor 3, Winter Soldier, and GOTG are my favorites. Song 2 Blur. Woo-hoo. Evil Dead 2. Who's laughing now? Hail to the King, baby. U.S. Constitution, Articles of Confederation. I heard the Constitution was basically unplayable until the Bill of Rights patch. Gotta admit, anti-federalist dev team went crazy with the 9th Amendment.